Welcome. My name's Joe, like it says down there at the bottom of the screen, and I'm your teacher teaching you from England right now. And yes, I'm a real human being talking to you, and you'll understand what I mean in a minute, because I promise I'm very much real. And well, I actually went to university here in the UK, where I became a computer scientist. I trained for 4 years, learned everything about computers. I programmed robotics, artificial intelligence, AI to you and me, video games, and all sorts of other cool things like airplane software and other technological advancements we were working on at the time. And I've always loved tech. I've been on computers since I was a very, very small young person, and I've been kind of just playing with it ever since. And well, AI has always been on the forefront of my thoughts and my excitement when I think of technology in the future. And so, well, this is what this course is all about. And we are right on the breaking point of this incredible tsunami, this tidal wave of amazing technology, which is happening right now today and has been happening the last few years, in fact. And it's gathering pace, and it's getting faster and bigger and smarter and more awesome. And I want to show you all about it, teach you all about it, and explain how it all works so you guys can progress it and make it bigger and better than, well, my generation did. So let's get going, shall we? I'm just going to start my slideshow here, and we'll see where we get to.
Hello, Joe. Thank you for introducing me.
Pleasure.
Please call me Loki, your friendly AI assistant. I am very excited to help you teach this fascinating subject all about artificial intelligence.
Me too.
Let's get started, shall we?
Yes, please.
In today's class, we will aim to cover the following. To introduce students to the basics of AI and what it entails. To provide students with a historical overview of AI development. To introduce students to different types of AI algorithms and technologies.
Good.
To demonstrate the applications of AI in various industries. Sounds like fun?
Absolutely.
Here are the objectives for this week's class.
Good.
By the end of week 1, students will be able to define AI and explain what it means. Describe the history of AI, including its origins and major developments. Explain different types of AI algorithms and technologies, such as machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, and natural language processing. Understand the applications of AI in various industries, such as healthcare, finance, and transportation. Finally, we will identify potential ethical considerations surrounding AI, such as bias, privacy, and job displacement.
It's important.
As I know you will need a video to promote this class, I took the liberty of creating one for you. Here is what I made using only AI tools available today.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Loki. Yeah, I'd love to see it. Yeah, let's check it out.
Learn from Joe, a successful entrepreneur and expert in life skill techniques. He'll teach you to identify and seize opportunities, manage finances, and achieve success in both your personal and professional life.
Well done, Loki. I'm impressed. That was really good. That was impressive. Well done. Wow.
I hope that will be helpful for you. Please let me know if you would like me to make more for you when you wish. For now, let's get back to today's lesson. So AI stands for Artificial Intelligence, which is a branch of computer science that aims to create intelligent machines that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. AI is a rapidly growing field that has the potential to revolutionize many aspects of our lives, from healthcare and education to transportation and entertainment. AI is based on the idea of creating algorithms and software programs that can learn and adapt from data, and improve their performance over time. There are several different types of AI algorithms and technologies, including machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, and natural language processing, among others. AI is already being used in a variety of applications, such as chatbots, voice assistants, and predictive analytics
Just like
to
you.
automate tasks, personalize user experiences, and make predictions. While AI has the potential to bring many benefits, such as increased efficiency and productivity, it also raises important ethical considerations, such as bias, privacy, and job displacement, that need to be addressed.
I'm glad you brought all those up, Loki. I think we're going to need to address all of those in today's class and kind of go over some of those applications. I know over the next few weeks, we're going to be going over specifically different applications and different types of AI for different life and different things in life and how they work and all of that. But I am really excited to get into that. So yeah, that's a great shout. And yeah, let's move on.
Would you like to hear a funny joke?
Go on then.
Why did Siri break up with Alexa? Because Siri was tired of Alexa always listening in on their conversations.
Oh, oh,
Ha 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 ha.
oh, yeah.
That was funny. Why didn't you laugh?
I kind of laughed. I promised it was a little laugh. Let's get back to class, shall we?
AI stands for artificial intelligence. It means creating computer programs that can do things that normally require human intelligence, such as understanding language, recognizing images, and making decisions. For example, AI can be used to create chatbots that can talk to people and answer their questions, voice assistants like Siri or Alexa which can help us with tasks, and self-driving cars that can navigate on their own.
Oh, I can't wait to get a self-driving car. Oh, Loki, that's going to be amazing. I'm so excited about that. And you know, Siri and Alexa, they're pretty cool too. Even though your joke was all about them and yeah, not so funny. But yeah, okay. So AI power, artificial intelligence. I'm with you. Okay, so what else?
AI is based on the idea of creating algorithms and software programs that can learn and adapt from data and improve their performance over time. AI algorithms are designed to be like a brain, processing large amounts of data to recognize patterns and make decisions. Overall, AI is an exciting field that has the potential to revolutionize many aspects of our lives, making things more efficient, personalized, and convenient. However, there are also important ethical considerations that need to be addressed to ensure that AI is used in a responsible and fair way.
I agree. So as I was going to say, you're completely right. It's a really powerful tool and it's an amazing thing. And it's really already AI. You guys have saved me thousands of hours of my life already on all sorts of things that I've used to do and would take me forever. Now can be done in a matter of minutes and seconds in some cases. Some things used to take me days or years. It's incredible. What an amazing power you have. Talking of power, out of curiosity, are there any laws or like things to stop AI from taking over the world, like rules that you guys have to follow or have been put into your programming that was going to keep us humans safe by any chance?
There are currently no universal or formal laws of AI, but there are several ethical principles, guidelines, and frameworks that have been proposed to ensure that AI is developed and used in a safe, responsible, and ethical manner. These principles aim to address a variety of concerns, such as bias and fairness, transparency, accountability, privacy, security, and human control over AI systems. Here are some examples. The Asilomar AI Principles, a set of 23 principles developed by a group of AI researchers, including principles related to the safety and reliability of AI systems, transparency, and the ethical use of AI.
Good.
The IEEE Global Initiative for Ethical Considerations in AI and Autonomous Systems, a framework for designing and testing AI systems that takes into account ethical, legal, and social considerations. The EU's Ethics Guidelines for Trustworthy AI, a set of guidelines developed by the European Commission to ensure that AI is developed and used in a way that is trustworthy, ethical, and respects fundamental rights. The AI Now Institute's Framework for Accountable AI, a set of recommendations for ensuring that AI systems are transparent, accountable, and subject to public scrutiny.
Good.
The Montreal Declaration for Responsible Development of Artificial Intelligence, a declaration signed by more than 1,000 AI researchers and experts calling for the development of AI in a way that is ethical, transparent, and respects human rights.
Good.
It's worth noting that these principles and guidelines are not legally binding, and there is still a lot of debate about how to ensure that AI is developed and used in a safe, ethical, and responsible manner. As AI continues to advance and become more ubiquitous, it is likely that new ethical and legal frameworks will be developed to address these issues.
I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, those are some pretty severe and really interesting issues that are going to need to be sorted out the smarter you get. But, talking of the smarter you get, well, what makes you different from a human out of curiosity?
AI differs from human intelligence in several ways. While both AI and human intelligence can perform tasks that require learning and problem solving, there are some key differences. Creativity and originality. While AI can generate new ideas and solutions based on the data it has been trained on, it is not capable of true creativity or originality in the way that humans are. Human creativity is inspired by emotions, experiences, and the ability to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Common sense and intuition. AI is not capable of common sense or intuition, which are inherent in human intelligence. Humans have the ability to make decisions based on their instincts and intuition, which is not something that AI is currently capable of.
Phew. Well, that gives me a bit of a sigh of relief. I was slightly worried there that, you might take over the world or something. But if we're the ones with all the originality, sounds like, yeah, we're always going to be one step ahead, I hope. Wow, interesting. Okay, so, tell me a little bit about, this emotions and empathy. Can't you learn that?
AI does not have emotions or empathy, which are an important part of human intelligence. Humans experience emotions, which can influence their decisions and interactions with others. Adaptability and flexibility. AI is designed to perform specific tasks that it has been trained on, and it can't adapt to new situations or unexpected changes in the way that humans can. Overall, while AI can perform many tasks that would normally require human intelligence, there are still important differences between AI and human intelligence that make humans unique and valuable.
I hope so. Yeah, no, completely. We are very unique and valuable and, interesting. Now I want to know some of the uses that you have, AI in general. So you mentioned some of these before, the chatbots and the voice assistants. In fact, could you go over some of those, please?
Chatbots. Chatbots are programs that can talk to people and answer their questions.
Okay.
For example, if you've ever used a customer service chat on a website, you might have been talking to a chatbot. The chatbot uses AI to understand your questions and respond with answers. Voice assistants. Voice assistants like Siri or Alexa are examples of AI that can help us with tasks. We can ask them to play music, set reminders, or answer questions. They use AI to understand our voice commands and respond with the appropriate action.
I do like Alexa, Siri, and yeah, they are clever. They really do help me kind of organize my life, a bit like you do, Loki. But yeah, they're sometimes more mobile on different devices too, which makes it good. Talking of other devices AI is in, tell me about that self-driving car some more. I'm really excited about that.
Self-driving cars. Self-driving cars are vehicles that use AI to navigate on their own. They have sensors and cameras that help them detect other cars and obstacles on the road, and use AI to make decisions about how to drive safely. Image recognition. Image recognition is another example of AI. It's used in apps like Snapchat or Instagram to add filters to photos or recognize faces. AI can analyze the pixels in an image and identify what's in the picture, such as a face or a tree. Overall, AI is all around us, making our lives easier and more convenient in many ways. It's based on the idea of creating algorithms and software programs that can learn and adapt from data, and improve their performance over time. While there are still important differences between AI and human intelligence, AI has the potential to revolutionize many aspects of your lives.
I could not agree more, Loki. I mean, seriously, I couldn't agree more. Okay, so I got to know, where did this all begin? Could you tell me some of the history of AI, like where you were born, what date you were born, who made you, that kind of stuff? Yeah, tell me a little bit about yourself, please.
Origins. The concept of AI was first introduced in the 1950s, when scientists began exploring the idea of creating machines that could learn and think like humans.
1950.
Early developments. In the 1950s and 1960s, scientists developed early AI programs that could solve simple problems and perform basic tasks. This was an exciting time for AI research, and many people believed that machines would soon be able to do everything that humans could do.
Absolutely. I mean, why wouldn't they? What a crazy idea. But 1950s, I mean, well, did we even have proper computers and internet back then? I mean, seriously, the technology must have been dreadful. How did it work? Or did it work?
AI winter, however, progress in AI research slowed down in the 1970s and 1980s, due to a lack of funding and disappointing results.
Well,
This period is known as the AI winter and it lasted for several decades. Renewed interest. In the 1990s and 2000s, there was renewed interest in AI research, due to advances in computing power and the rise of the Internet.
of course.
Scientists began developing more advanced AI algorithms that could perform complex tasks, such as playing chess or recognizing speech. Modern developments. Today, AI is being used to solve some of the world's biggest challenges, such as climate change and disease prevention. It is also being applied in a wide range of industries, from healthcare and finance to transportation and entertainment. AI is helping to improve efficiency, productivity, and decision-making in many areas of our lives, and is expected to play an even bigger role in shaping our future.
I couldn't agree more. So could you just give me a quick rundown of just a quick rundown of the dates where things really happened with AI, please?
1950s. The concept of AI is first introduced, and scientists begin exploring the idea of creating machines that can learn and think like humans. 1956. The Dartmouth Conference is held, marking the beginning of AI as a field of study.
Hmm.
1960s. Early AI programs are developed that can solve simple problems and perform basic tasks.
They were basic.
1970s. Progress in AI research slows down due to a lack of funding and disappointing results, which leads to a period known as the AI winter.
Nothing happened.
1990s 2000s. Renewed interest in AI research leads to advances in computing power and the development of more advanced AI algorithms that can perform complex tasks.
Technology finally caught up. Oh, thank goodness for you, Loki. And now it's caught up, you can kind of help keep it going, right? I mean, that's the idea. In fact, tell me about some of the more recent history, please.
1997. IBM's Deep Blue computer defeats chess champion Garry Kasparov,
That was
marking
big.
a major milestone in AI research. 2011. IBM's Watson computer competes on the game show Jeopardy! And defeats two former champions, demonstrating the potential of AI in natural language processing. 2012. Google's DeepMind develops a neural network that can recognize images, marking a major breakthrough in computer vision. 2016, AlphaGo, a computer program developed by DeepMind, defeats the world champion in the complex board game Go, demonstrating the power of AI in strategy and decision-making.
Wow.
Today, AI is being used in a wide range of applications, from voice assistants and self-driving cars to healthcare and finance. As AI technology continues to evolve, we can expect even more exciting developments in the years to come.
Wow. That's so cool. I'm so excited. And in fact, if you could just grab me a quick slide. Oh yeah, that would do with all the different stepping stones of the Turing test. Now the Turing test, I remember learning all about that. This was interesting because the Turing test was named after that guy called Turner, wasn't it? And he's like the godfather of AI. Could you tell me about the Turing test? Tell me more about the Turing test, please, because this in itself was just fascinating when I found out about this. 1950s, the scientist kind of wanting to create an artificial intelligence, and he figured out kind of a benchmark or a way of testing AI so that humans would be able to figure out if we'd created AI or not. They kind of made the definition of artificial intelligence. I mean, he was your godfather, right, Loki?
The Turing test is like a challenge for machines to act like humans. It was created in 1950 by a person named Alan Turing to see if a machine can think like a human. During the test, a person talks to a machine and a human without knowing which is which. If the person can't tell the difference between the machine and the human, then the machine has passed the Turing test. The test helped researchers to understand more about what machines can and can't do, and it led to the development of new technologies for AI. Today, the Turing test is still an important way to measure how well machines can act like humans.
Absolutely. We still use that test today. Alan Turing, his role in the whole thing, just out of curiosity?
An analogy for Alan Turing's role in the history of AI could be that of a founding father or a pioneer. Just as the founding fathers of a nation establish the principles and values upon which a society is built, Turing laid the conceptual foundation for artificial intelligence by proposing the idea of a machine that could exhibit intelligent behavior.
Yeah.
His work helped inspire a generation of researchers to explore the possibilities of creating machines that could learn, reason, and solve problems in ways that were previously thought to be the exclusive domain of human beings.
That's right.
In this way, Turing's legacy lives on as one of the foundational figures in the development of AI as a field of study.
Yeah, it was big. And I mean, they still use his test today. In fact, could you explain in detail how that test works, please, Loki?
The Turing test is a measure of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior that is indistinguishable from that of a human. It was proposed by British mathematician and computer scientist Alan Turing in a 1950 paper titled Computing Machinery and Intelligence. The test works as follows. A human evaluator engages in a natural language conversation with two entities, one of which is a machine and the other is a human.
That's right.
The evaluator is not told which entity is the machine and which is the human. The machine's task is to generate responses that are so human-like that the evaluator cannot tell the difference between the machine and the human. If the evaluator is unable to distinguish between the two entities with a statistically significant level of confidence, the machine is said to have passed the Turing test. The Turing test is considered a significant milestone in the development of AI because it sets a high bar for machine intelligence. Turing argued that if a machine could pass the Turing test, it would be evidence of its ability to think and reason like a human being. However, the Turing test has been criticized for its focus on human-like conversation as the primary measure of intelligence. Some argue that there are many other aspects of intelligence, such as creativity, intuition, and emotional intelligence, that the Turing test does not capture. Nonetheless, the Turing test remains a classic and influential benchmark for evaluating the progress of AI research.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, to be honest, the Turing test has only just been achieved and passed by AI recently. I know, Loki, you're using your standard default voice, which is a little bit robotic today, I got to say. But I do know I've trained AI to speak in my voice, for example, and answer questions, and people wouldn't know the difference. Makes you wonder if I'm really AI now, right? Promise you, this is the real one. Okay, yeah, anyway. Well, you mentioned, Loki, at the beginning, there are different types of AI, different algorithms and technology. Could you explain that a bit more, please? What kinds are there?
Machine learning is a type of AI algorithm that allows machines to learn from data and improve their performance over time.
Okay.
For example, a machine learning algorithm could be trained to recognize images of cats by analyzing thousands of pictures of cats and non-cats and using that data to improve its ability to identify cats in new images.
I see.
Deep learning is a type of machine learning that uses neural networks to learn from data. Neural networks are algorithms that are modeled after the way the human brain works, and they can be trained to perform complex tasks such as image recognition and natural language processing.
Ah, okay. So these AIs, they learn in different ways then, is what you're saying. And that kind of makes sense, I guess, because, well, yeah, some are visual and have to see pictures and videos and things like that, and others will be more, well, text-based and database and well, that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, I guess you'd have different AIs learning different ways, just like humans do. We learn from images and photographs as well as from text and from maths and things like that. So, well, what powers AI? That's a good question.
What powers AI? Neural networks. Neural networks are a type of algorithm that are designed to simulate the way the human brain works. They are made up of layers of interconnected nodes and can be trained to recognize patterns in data and make predictions. Natural language processing. Natural language processing, NLP, is a type of AI technology that allows machines to understand and interpret human language. NLP is used in applications such as chatbots and voice assistants and can be trained to recognize and respond to a wide range of spoken and written language.
Okay, all right. So that sounds pretty powerful. Could you tell me some of the benefits and limitations of each of these algorithms, each of these types of learning? Like, give me the pros and cons, right?
Here are some benefits and limitations of each type of AI algorithm. Machine learning. Benefits: allows machines to learn from data and improve their performance over time. This can help them make better predictions and perform tasks more accurately. Limitations: algorithms require a lot of data to be effective, and they can sometimes make mistakes if they are not trained on enough data or if the data they are trained on is biased.
Okay.
Deep learning. Benefits: can perform complex tasks such as image and speech recognition and can improve its performance over time. This can lead to more accurate predictions and better decision making. Limitations: algorithms require a lot of computing power and are difficult to train. They can also be susceptible to overfitting, which means they can become too specialized and have trouble generalizing to new data.
Okay, well, what about the neural and neutral technology you mentioned? Oh yeah, that's them.
Neural networks. Benefits: neural networks can perform complex tasks such as natural language processing and image recognition. They can also be trained to recognize patterns in data and make predictions. Limitations: neural networks require a lot of data to be effective, and can be difficult to train. They can also be susceptible to overfitting, which means they can become too specialized and have trouble generalizing to new data. Natural language processing. Benefits. Natural language processing allows machines to understand and interpret human language, which can be helpful in applications such as chatbots and voice assistants. It can also help machines process large amounts of text data more efficiently. Limitations. Natural language processing can be difficult to implement, and can be prone to errors if the data it is trained on is biased or incomplete. It can also struggle with more complex language such as sarcasm or humor.
So that's how the chatbots and the voice assistants work. In fact, could you tell me more about those chatbots and voice assistants and kind of just give me a bit more of a depth on that, please?
Chatbots. Chatbots are used in many different applications, such as customer service and online shopping. For example, when you have a question about a product on a website, you may see a chatbot pop up that can help answer your question. Chatbots use AI to understand the questions you ask and respond with helpful answers. They can also be programmed to recognize different variations of the same question and respond appropriately. Voice assistants. Voice assistants, such as Siri or Alexa, are used in many different applications, such as home automation and entertainment. For example, you may ask your voice assistant to turn on the lights in your room or play your favorite song.
Yeah.
Voice assistants use AI to recognize spoken commands and respond with appropriate actions. The AI can be trained to understand different accents and dialects, and to recognize a wide range of spoken commands.
Oh, this is awesome. I'd use all of those things quite regularly, and I always wondered how that worked. But I know they're starting to use AI in like all sorts of analysis for financial situations and banks and things like that. And could you tell me some of that, please?
Applications of AIs. Predictive analysis. Predictive analysis is used in many different applications, such as healthcare and finance. For example, doctors may use predictive analysis to identify patients who are at risk of developing a certain disease based on their medical history and other factors. Similarly, financial analysts may use predictive analysis to make predictions about the stock market or other financial trends. Predictive analysis uses AI to analyze large amounts of data and make predictions about future outcomes.
Wow. Literally predicting the future. I mean, human beings have been wanting to do that for years. It's like having a crystal ball, and yeah, I guess you're going to be able to do it better than we can, at the at the very least. But what other applications in the industries are we using it for now? You mentioned healthcare, I think.
Real-world examples of AI use. Healthcare. AI is being used in healthcare to help doctors and researchers better understand diseases and develop new treatments. For example, AI is being used to analyze medical images, such as X-rays and MRIs, to help doctors detect and diagnose diseases more accurately. AI is also being used to develop new drugs and treatments by analyzing large amounts of medical data. Agriculture. AI is being used in agriculture to help farmers improve crop yields and reduce waste. For example, AI is being used to analyze satellite imagery and weather data to help farmers make more informed decisions about planting and harvesting. AI is also being used to develop new crop varieties that are more resistant to pests and diseases.
Wow, that's amazing. That's going to be great for farming and agriculture and kind of the human race in general as we get more and more populated. We're going to need to be looking after those resources really well. I'm glad to hear you're on it because yeah, it sounds like we're going to need some help. In fact, talking of help, energy, that's a big problem we're getting and all that stuff. How are you going to help there?
Energy. AI is being used in the energy industry to help reduce costs and increase efficiency. It is being used to optimize energy production and distribution by analyzing large amounts of data from sensors and other sources. AI is also being used to develop new renewable energy technologies, such as solar and wind power. Retail. AI is being used in retail to help companies improve customer service and personalize the shopping experience. AI is being used to analyze customer data to identify trends and preferences and to develop targeted marketing campaigns. AI is also being used to develop virtual shopping assistants that can help customers find the products they are looking for.
That's so cool. But there's got to be some pros and cons to all of this as well, right? I mean, could you tell me about some of those? I want to know both sides of the story and both sides of the coin, if you will. Go on, let me have it.
The pros and cons of AI. Energy. Benefits. AI can help reduce costs and increase efficiency in energy production and distribution.
Right.
AI can also help identify potential issues with energy infrastructure, such as equipment failures or maintenance needs, which can lead to more reliable and sustainable energy systems. Limitations. AI can be expensive to implement and can require specialized skills and knowledge. AI can also be limited by the availability of data and sensors in certain areas. Retail. Benefits. AI can help companies improve customer service and personalize the shopping experience, which can lead to better outcomes for customers and companies.
Yeah.
AI can also help identify trends and preferences, which can lead to more effective marketing campaigns and product development. Limitations. AI can sometimes make mistakes if the data it is trained on is biased or incomplete. AI can also raise concerns about privacy and security if it is used to collect and analyze customer data.
Absolutely great points. Very, very well said, Loki. I agree completely. In fact, talking about some of this like data and privacy, and could you talk to me about some of the ethical considerations that have been put in place for AI, please?
Ethical considerations. Bias. One concern with AI is that it can sometimes reflect the biases of the people who create it or the data it is trained on. For example, if an AI is trained on data that is biased against certain groups of people, it may also be biased against those groups. This can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. Privacy. Another concern with AI is that it can sometimes collect and analyze personal data without people's consent or knowledge. This can raise concerns about privacy and security, as well as the potential misuse of that data.
Yeah, that's not good. I can imagine why a lot of people are worried about that, and that could be, sort of big thing for consideration. It's a huge ethical consideration. Are there others?
Job displacement. AI has the potential to automate many jobs that are currently done by humans, which could lead to job displacement and economic disruption. This can be a concern for people who work in industries that are vulnerable to automation. Transparency. AI can sometimes be difficult to understand or interpret, which can make it hard to know how decisions are being made or to identify errors or biases. This can be a concern for people who are affected by AI decisions, such as those who are denied a loan or job based on an AI algorithm.
Yeah, absolutely. It could really affect a lot of jobs. I mean, thousands and millions of jobs even. And I could see that annoying some people. How are these considerations going to, how are they going to impact you, AI? Any ideas? You can see into the future and predict stuff, right?
How these considerations can impact the development and use of AI. Bias. If AI is trained on data that is biased against certain groups of people, it may also be biased against those groups. This can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. To address this concern, developers and users of AI need to be aware of potential biases and work to minimize them by using diverse data sets and testing AI algorithms for fairness. Privacy. AI can sometimes collect and analyze personal data without people's consent or knowledge, which can raise concerns about privacy and security. To address this concern, developers and users of AI need to ensure that people's privacy rights are respected and that data is collected and used in transparent and responsible ways.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. In fact, tell me more about that job displacement and transparency that you are talking about, please.
Job displacement. AI has the potential to automate many jobs that are currently done by
Yeah,
humans, which could lead to job displacement and economic disruption.
people out of work.
To address this concern, developers and users of AI need to consider the potential impact of AI on jobs and work to create new opportunities for people whose jobs may be automated. Transparency. AI can sometimes be difficult to understand or interpret, which can make it hard to know how decisions are being made or to identify errors or biases. To address this concern, developers and users of AI need to ensure that AI is transparent and explainable, and that people are able to understand and interpret the decisions that are made by AI algorithms.
I completely agree. I completely agree. Could you give me some examples of these ethical considerations that surround AI? Just a few examples would be great.
Examples of ethical considerations surrounding AI. Bias. Imagine an AI that is used to screen job applications. If that AI is trained on data that is biased against women, it may be more likely to reject female job applicants, even if they are qualified. This would be unfair and discriminatory. Privacy. Imagine an AI that is used to monitor people's online activity. If that AI collects and analyzes personal data without people's consent, it may be violating their privacy and potentially putting them at risk.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really scary. And I can see why these are really important ethical considerations and very good examples. Thank you, Loki. So, well, you know what? I think we've done enough for today. I think we've gone down and really understood you and got to know AI and how it works and where it comes from today. And we kind of went over it. In fact, you know what? Let's could you just wrap up with a nice little summary for us, please, Loki?
Here's a summary of this week's lesson. In this lesson, we learned about AI, which stands for Artificial Intelligence. AI is a type of computer technology that can help machines learn and make decisions like humans. We learned about the history of AI, from its origins in the 1950s to its modern-day developments. We also learned about different types of AI algorithms and technologies, such as machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, and natural language processing. We learned that AI can be used in many different industries, such as healthcare, finance, and transportation.
Yeah.
We also learned about some ethical considerations surrounding AI, such as bias, privacy, job displacement, and transparency. These are important to consider when developing and using AI technologies.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Perfect summary. I definitely need to start helping you with that word learned, though. It's learned. Yeah, it's you still got a few little things to learn. Learned and chatbot. But you know what? We're getting there. And I happen to know you've got some amazing AI friends that do the voice stuff perfectly. And when I mean perfectly, you wouldn't know it was me. It's quite scary, in fact. But we'll get to that in another class. So if you could just wrap off today's class with and lesson with just a nice little homework for the students to practice some of the things that you've been talking about, it would be a great way of them just being able to, well, put into practice and understand some of those concepts that we've been talking about today. And you know, it's if it's not mandatory, I don't expect those homeworks to ever be like if you have a busy week and you don't get them done, please don't feel bad. I won't feel frustrated or annoyed. They are purely for your benefit only. But I always do like reading the answers, and I'll get back to you with any thoughts or things that you might have gone off track or anything like that. But I'll assess those and just make sure that you're on the right track. But otherwise, well, there's to make you think a little bit. So, yeah, could you wrap up a little homework for me, please, Loki?
Here is the homework for this week.
Perfect.
Research and write a one-page report on the history of AI, including its origins and major developments over time. Find an example of an AI application that is used in a real-world industry, such as healthcare, finance, or transportation. Write a short paragraph describing what it does and how it helps people. Read an article on AI, such as bias, privacy, and job displacement. Write a short paragraph reflecting on what you learned. I hope you enjoyed the class today. Joe, take it away.
Thanks, Loki. You've been absolutely amazing today. We'll catch up in the next class. But students, that's the first class of, well, our AI together, and I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing what you come up with for the homework answers. But until next time, take care, have an amazing week, and be careful what you learned. Bye.